Hello everybody. Today in this video we will fight against the atmospheric of our world around us, and this time we will explore another possibility of conveying wisdom to the billions of people. You know, there are many wise books, philosophy, history, literature, that are very long, and after reading these books one can gain a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom about people, about world around us. But sometimes, book is long, we are tired, or we are overworked, or simply even the largest bibliophiles sometimes do not want to read a lot. They want to have something short, concise, and concrete. And several short sentences in which wisdom and knowledge is compressed are in such cases the most valuable thing. And luckily, diversity of the world is huge enough. Socialism still didn't suppress it to zero. Human creativity and smartness is much more stronger than any other oppressive system created by the insane human mind. And masters, I would call these people, these writers like this, masters of the short, wise sentences are also present. Actually, I should say, were also present among us, and their heritage, their works, luckily are still present with us. One of these guys I would like to mention in this movie was 17th century military leader, writer, a little bit, one should say, a little bit wanderer. Of course, in those days, aristocrat and politician on a local level, Mr. François La Rochefoucauld, 17th century Frenchman, who wrote his work entitled Aphorisms. These are actually collection of sentences of short groups of sentences in which Mr. La Rochefoucauld expresses his life experience, and he discusses within these short sentences or very short collection of sentences nature of human being and nature of the relations between people. Some people say that these aphorisms, I call it sentences, are very pessimistic. His view on the human being is negative, blah 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 blah. But I wouldn't complain. I would simply read them as they are and just take my lesson. And I advise everyone who reads aphorism of Mr. François de la Rochefoucauld, take his or her lesson, apply it to his or her life, and with this wisdom and knowledge, because this is a nice mixture of wisdom and knowledge, conveyed to the reader in a very short but very precise form, that there is no discussion and simple information is conveyed very precisely. I would advise all of these people who read it to take it, digest it in your own brain, adapt it to your own conditions, to your own life, apply into your life, and try to make use of it just to gain your knowledge, use the experience of someone else who already went through life, and just do the best what you can. Use it positively for yourself, for your relatives, and for your friends, because this wisdom and knowledge is for that. Second master of aphorism was a 20th century Colombian philosopher, Nicolas Gomez Davila. His sentences are much more numerous than sentences that are left to us after Mr. François de la Rochefoucauld, and the sentences of Mr. Nicolas Gomez Davila are also a nice description of human nature, but they are much more wider with respect to topics they cover, because they cover different topics from literature, history, politics, spirituality, and of course, as Mr. François de la Rochefoucauld, human nature. And I would like to really recommend you reading these two gentlemen, the works of these two gentlemen, I mean, because of course these are not books that one opens and read from the first page to the last page at once. You come back to them, you open them, sometimes randomly, and you get very important wisdom and knowledge for the day, or for the upcoming days, or for upcoming months. And that's why these books, it's very good when they accompany a person, because they are a collection of advices, collection of knowledge that is needed in our life every day to tackle our everyday problems and response to our everyday challenges. Mr. Davila also covers a lot, as I mentioned, about in his sentences about the historiography. For instance, one of my favorite sentences goes more or less like this: that the ones who are admirers of the democracy seemingly didn't read much or didn't read any Greek historians, ancient Greek historians. And within this short sentence, a lot of knowledge, historical one, and a lot of knowledge about human ignorance is placed. And one who reads it and think about it, digest it in his or her own brain, will extract this knowledge and wisdom and use it. That's why together sentences of Mr. François de la Rochefoucauld and Mr. Nicolas Gomez Davila should accompany wise men nowadays, every day, because then our life would be more fruitful and more productive and much better. And with the usage of this knowledge, we would be much more calmer and much more helpful also to people we care about, because knowledge and wisdom are our lights in the darkness of reality, especially nowadays reality. All the best, bye.